Hello, this is Jen Mitchell-Love from Solace Divorce Mediation, and today's live is focused on heartbreak and how heartbreak leads to transformation. So I'm filming this in front of this beautiful sign that says, "May you continue to learn how brave you are, how much you can love, and how much light one thing can hold." And on the bottom it says, "There are lessons for us in everything, even the hard things, even the things that break our heart," which is heartbreak. And this is a vulnerable video for me because I am in the space of heartbreak right now. And it's been really uncomfortable and really sad. And it's also been beautiful in so many ways. I think first and foremost for the work that I do at Solace and the intention behind these 100 days of the Facebook Lives and the intention of all the work that I do in my life is, to help people through the darkness of divorce and help them see things differently. And I went through my divorce in 2019, and so that's been a little distant. And so I am being reminded today that it's good to feel heartbreak because I can relate more to my clients and I can relate more to all of you that are going through heartbreak too. And, I think the way that I'm navigating this space is what I want to talk about today in this live, because oftentimes when people go through heartbreak, they spend the majority of the time focusing on what the other person has been saying or doing and maybe gossiping to their friends or family members, saying like, "Can you believe he did this? Can you believe he said this?" And I could totally do that with the situation that is presented in the last few days for me in my life. But it's not about that. For me, it's not about what the other person is saying or doing. For me, it's really stepping into the space of whatever that person is saying or doing, how is that making me feel? And so for this whole weekend, I've been reflecting deeply. Today, I've realized, when you're in this space of heartache, it's good to cocoon, meaning it's good to give yourself a lot of love. So I spent a lot of time outside earlier in the sunshine, looking up at the beautiful sky and the magical clouds and listening to the birds and feeling the trees and feeling excitement for spring to be here and for all of this rebirth and regrowth and life to come, which is a nice reminder in this space too, the cyclical nature of life. And fall is very representative of the change in relationship. When the leaves are changing colors, the leaves are dying, and they're showing us how beautiful it is to transform from one space to another space, which is relationship. When it concludes, or when you get to a space of saying this isn't feeling good and this isn't serving anymore, it's shifting into a new space. And so my message for all of you going through heartbreak is I encourage you to take time for yourself and to really think about, what is it that this person is reflecting to you and how you're feeling. And this weekend, while I've been in this space, I've been really thinking about that. Like, how is this guy making me feel? And really recognizing that I felt these feelings before. I felt these feelings in my marriage. I felt these feelings in other romantic relationships. And I was able to go back to my lineage and really sit in that space of better understanding the dynamic of, the relationship that my dad witnessed in his parents and what he learned from that, and the relationship that my mom witnessed in her parents and what she learned from that, and how my mom and dad attracted each other so they could replay that, and that's what I learned. And there's so much beauty when you can do this, because what I'm learning from it, as I go deeper, is I'm recognizing, okay, I don't like to feel these feelings, and I don't want to feel these feelings anymore. And I've thought a lot about my ancestors today. And I was crying earlier thinking about my ancestors and giving them so much love that they went through this too. They felt the same way that I'm feeling in their relationships. And I sent them so much love, and I know that they are where they are, and they're cheering me on to heal this and to step into a space of really embracing what I'm worthy of in relationship and what it is that I am seeking to attract, how it is that I want to feel, what kind of things are we going to do together, all of those really fun things to think about. And that is what I believe Heartbreak is here to do. It's here for us to feel all of the things and to give ourselves time to process those feelings, which means sitting outside, enjoying nature in the stillness of everything, laying on the couch, watching a movie on Netflix, taking a salt bath, and crying in the salt bath, and then draining the waters and intentionally releasing the attachment to this space of feeling that you don't want to feel. And then intentionally and mindfully calling in what it is you want to feel. So for all of you going through heartbreak, just know the light will return and you will be different. We are different versions of ourselves as we go through each heartbreak. And know that you are loved and supported, and I'm here to help and guide in all the ways that I can. I will put a link to my divorce mirror exercise video, which is a 6-step process that guides you through everything that I shared with you, but in much greater detail and in 6 specific steps. And that can help you to really do this work of figuring out how you are feeling and recognizing that these feelings are not new, and they're not new. And that's the beauty, and that's the gratitude. And I'm so grateful to be in relationship because it's so fun in all the ways, and you always learn more about yourself. You get to experience life together, and you get to do fun things. And so from my perspective with the heartbreak, it's like, some people are like, oh, I wish I never did that. I'm the total opposite. It's like, let's do it. Let's go all in. Let's do it. Let's ride this wave. Let's see where it goes. And you never know. You never know. Lightning could strike and your person could be the next person that you attract into your life and co-create your dream life together. So I'm sending you much love. Check out the divorce mirror exercise video. When I do that, it takes me about 3 hours to do the entire process. So you want to have a journal. I strongly recommend going in nature, but you do it anywhere that you're comfortable. I am sending you so much love. Have a beautiful night. Mwah.